Hi everyone, welcome to Vlogmas Day 2. My name is Benita G. I'm the Education Concierge. Welcome. What we're doing is we're celebrating Vlogmas, which means I'm going to be on doing a video. Sometimes it's live, sometimes it's pre-recorded. And I drop it in Instagram and I will drop it in YouTube every day, every weekday for this version, for the Education Concierge version, between now and Christmas Eve. We're going to share some different things. So the first day we talked about welcomed you, and we talked about 3 quick tips for creating an environment conducive to learning, whether you are in school or at home. Today we're talking about why routines matter. So one of the things I always tell people is that children love routines. Okay. When I mentor new teachers, when I do professional development, when I work with our new teachers, I always say to them, visualize how you want your students to walk into the classroom. What's the flow and what's the routine you would like for them to have? And we love some good routines in schools. Now, whether you're in homeschool, unschool, charter school, public school, private school, parochial school, micro school, routines are needed. And we do routines from parent drop-off and pickup. We do routines to how we do our morning welcome, how we do announcements. There's always a routine. And so I learned being a military wife, plan of action. Like what is the plan of action for this activity? And so whether your routines are loose or strict, whether they are scripted or not, we all have routines. And some of the routines are generational. We pass it down to our kids. We just had Thanksgiving. We just had Indigenous Day. We're in the celebration of holiday season. If you do those things, there are certain routines that we have in school. There are certain routines. So let's talk about it. A daily routine for students and educators. So for me, I had a daily routine. One of the tools I use to get me started on a daily routine is YouTube. I know you're like, girl, that's not, it is. And I use YouTube several different ways. For me as the adult, as the educator in the classroom, as the person who I feel like I set the atmosphere for the classroom, I like to get there early. Okay. And I know, I understand, but these are my contracted hours. And you're right. That's why I said, for me, I like to get there early. I didn't like to rush. I like to be there at least 30 minutes early. One, that gives me time to get my drink. I can get my desk set up. I can use the bathroom. I can read my emails because it's not on my phone. I can set my room up. I can spray or wipe down or whatever I need to do before the students arrive. And I can bring calmness to myself. And I did that with YouTube. Now, don't laugh at me. Sometimes I would play music, but a lot of times I'm watching videos about cooking, planning, writing in my planner, or just like some random how to start your business in 20 days video. But those are things that was my routine. When the students come in, here are some tools that you can use for your routine. YouTube again. One of the things, because I specialize in middle school, one year I had my first period class was majority young men, my boys, like 20 to like 10, okay? And so I started playing those inspirational Kobe and LeBron and just inspirational videos. So as they came in, the routine was you read the board, or you know what to do. You have get your items, and then they would just sit there. They could talk, they could finish eating, whatever they needed to do for the first 10 minutes, get their phone squared away. Because I did give them the first 10 minutes to just detox a little bit, and then have their phones away. So that's routine number 1. So a tool to get routines situated in my room was YouTube. I use YouTube for a timer. I use YouTube for the music. I use YouTube for the inspirational videos. And yes, sometimes we would watch some Stepping and Strolling, some HBCU, kind of anything that, like I might throw in if I'm reading the Telltale Heart, I might have the video playing of the Telltale Heart as they walk in. It also is like a calming mechanism to bring them on down from all of the foolishness that middle school had. So first tool was YouTube. The second tool I love, and you've heard me talk about it before if you follow me on tips and tools over my Instagram on Tuesday and Thursday, Classroom Screen. Classroom Screen, if you're out there, I would like for you to sponsor me. I have loved you since I learned about you at an uncommon event where it was a bunch of teachers. We got together, we were just hanging out, and somebody was like, I use Classroom Screen, I pay for it, It is a lifesaver, a game changer. Um, and I love it. You can save stuff. You can save your videos. You can save your backgrounds. You can. I got so hooked to it. When I did my planning, I would just do my classroom screen for the whole week. On my classroom screen is my agenda, a timer, a date, the time, and what I wanted the students to do like immediately. Like, here's your bell work. Randomizer, which I would call randomizer, is like when you can pick the kids and put them in there. It has so many new things in there. So the second tool I use to create routine in my classroom is classroomscreen.com. Okay, so YouTube, and I pay for YouTube Premium because I don't want a Viagra commercial popping up, and it does. But that's because I use YouTube also all the time. And then the second one is Classroom Screen. And the third one is the one that you all know and love. And if you don't have a Canva account for free professional through your school email, get one. Okay. I am no longer in the classroom. I'm no longer attached to a school district. I work for school districts. I work with schools. I work with teachers. So I pay for my Canva Pro. But if you run a nonprofit, you can get Canva Pro for free. Also, if you're an education and you have a school email, and if you're a student, K through college, you should be able to get a Canva Pro account for free and just use your school email. Sometimes if you're at a micro school or a charter school or a private school, email them. That's what I did. I emailed them and they gave it to me. I emailed them, and I think I just had to email them proof that I worked at a school, like my contract, or I think that's what I did, my contract, and then my email, or like the letter saying, hey, welcome, and here's your email. And they're like, oh, okay, come on. So I love Canva about that. So why Canva? Canva helps with routines because you can do all of the things I just said with YouTube and Classroom Screen in a Canva. You can make a slide, you can set it up, it can be timed. You can do exactly what I'm doing, make a little video, put it in the Canva video, and go forward. And the last thing I'm going to talk about is Loom, Loom. So if you don't know about Loom, I've used it as part of my routines. I actually use that as I've done a Loom, set it up, and the kids have to watch it independently on their laptops and do the work and follow the directions. So I just get creative. I love technology. So let's do a recap. Hey, y'all, my name is Benita G. I'm the Education Concierge. Welcome to Vlogmas Day 2 of 2024. And today we're talking about tools that help you maintain routines. Parents, in your home, you can also use the following things. You can use YouTube, you can use Loom, and you can use Canva. Classroom Screen may or may not work if you are not an educator. But those three things you can use. You can send to phones. You can set it up on your TVs at your house. Push it through your phone, especially if it's like a Saturday or you want to do cleaning or you're preparing for a trip. And everybody needs to know what their chores are for the day or for the week. I love it. I think it's instrumental of setting up routines. And that's what we're talking about. Okay, so here we go. The importance of daily routines for students and educators. It just makes everything run smoothly. I remember I did an article not too long ago, and I'm still working on some more articles about coming back. Like today was a Monday after a holiday. Today in my regular classroom, my middle schoolers would have been a very non-verbal day. Why? Because don't nobody want to be back. Nobody wanted to be back. And they're coming back from different situations, different scenarios. Everybody's vacations are not great. Everybody did not have a good Thanksgiving. Everybody didn't do Black Friday shopping, all of the things. Everybody didn't do Cyber Monday, like all of the things. And so a lot of times I would use these tools to remind them of the routines because they forget. They did. Okay, don't be mad. They just did. And I say, hey, good morning. I would greet them at the door. And then I say, read the screen. And then they would go back into their routine. And it would take them 2 days. So by Wednesday, we were back into the swing of things for the next 3 weeks. And then the testing and all things. But you know what I'm talking about. Classroom Screen, Loom, Canva, and YouTube. Those are the things I use for my routine. You make it work for you. You don't have to use all of them, and you don't have to use any of them. But I do want you to have a routine. You must have a routine. And guess what? If that routine does not work, cancel it, ball it up, throw it away, have a conversation with yourself, have a conversation with the students, and figure out a better routine for your classroom. All right, y'all, I see you tomorrow for day 3. I love this, Vlogmas.